Hey guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetJuice.com. Today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the Lava Magnum X604, which is a recent phablet which was launched some weeks ago. I have been using this device for the last 3 to 4 days now, and again this unboxing is something I'm going to do for you. I have used this device, and in terms of day-to-day usage, this device is a pretty good device, especially for media consumption as well as for playing high definition games. You can do both on this device. Also supports playing high definition videos at 1080p as well as at 720p, so that is there. Let's take a look over the package. First of all, we have the name of the device mentioned over there at the top. At the bottom over the front, we have some key features of the device mentioned, which includes a 6-inch of HD display, which is a 720x1280 display, 1280p display. And then when we talk about the camera, it is an 8 megapixel camera. You have Android 4.4 KitKat preloaded on this device. And if we take a look over the package from this side, we can see some more details, which includes a handset, a charger, a battery, one earphone, one quick start guide, one safety and warranty legal information guide, one USB cable, one flip cover, and a protective cover for the screen, which will come within the package. The MRP of the device mentioned on the box is 11,999, and it is manufactured in June 2014. If we take a look at the back side, we have some more details mentioned about the device, which includes Android 4.4 KitKat, which will come preloaded. You have 1.2 GHz quad-core processor with full high definition video playback supported at 1080p. You have 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal memory. You do have micro SD memory card slot as well, and these are the frequencies for the 3G and 2Gs, and GSM and WCDMA frequencies are supported on this device. These are the ones. When we talk about the camera, you have 8 megapixel of rear camera with autofocus and a BSI sensor, which will give you better photos in low light, and we will talk about that in detail later on. We do have 1080p video recording from the rear camera, which is good. We will talk about the frames per second as well. When it comes to the display, it is 6-inch IPS display. You get around 245 pixels per inch on this display, which is again not too high, not too small as well. The battery is 2800 mAh, and then you have a Lava Safe application as well, about which we will talk when we take a look over the device. So let's open the package and see what we have inside. And the first thing we get inside the package is the device, which is the Lava Lava Magnum X604. Here we have it, and this device feels pretty big to hold in one hand. This is something I can say for the first. The back cover is matte finish, and again it does have a very good design, I would say. Especially at the back side, you can see the curve over there, which will give you a very nice grip when you hold this device in one hand. So this is something which I really like. It is a big device but not difficult to hold in one hand, especially as far as grip is concerned. Although the size of the device is pretty big and the weight of the device seems to be slightly heavier, and we will talk about that in detail later on. Let's take a look what we have inside the package. So further going inside the package, the second thing we see is the flip cover for this device, which is a leather flip cover which you get within the package. Very good in terms of the build quality, and the finishing is also good. And the back part of this flip cover is also leather, so you do not have plastic over here, especially on the other flip cover which we have seen before. We have plastic part, whereas this one has a leather finishing at the back, which is definitely making it look much more premium, and we will show you how does it look like on the device. Apart from this, if we take a look over the other contents, we have the screen guard which will come within the package. We have a warranty certificate which also comes within the package. Apart from this, let's take a look over the other things. And on this side, we have the charger, as you can see, and this should be at least 1 ampere charger. So output current from this charger is going to be 1 ampere, as you can see. Apart from this, we have these headphones which I have already used and tried, and these headphones give you decent kind of sound quality, not too great sound quality you can expect. The bass levels are really low, although the sound is sharp and clear from these in-ear headphones which come within the package. As you can see, this is how they look like. They are okay in terms of the build quality, not too bad, not too great. You have module over there which has a button to pick the call, although it does not give you the functionality of controlling the volume from here, but you can easily take voice calls. This is the user manual which will come within the package. You have a micro USB to USB cable, a standard one. This can be used for data charging, data syncing as well as charging. And apart from this, we do not have anything else. So these are all the things which we get within the package. Let's put them aside and let's take a look over the Lava Magnum X604. And first of all, we will apply this slip cover on this one. Let's see how does it look like. Now here we have the leather flip cover applied on the Lava Magnum X604. It makes the device looks very premium, and again it does give you the kind of protection you need, although it is not the smart magnetic flip cover because it does not turn off the display when you close it. And in terms of the overall cutouts, there is a proper connectivity. There is a proper cutout for the loudspeaker. The camera and LED flash is not blocked. You have a proper cutout over here for the 3.5mm audio jack as well. You have a cutout over here for the earpiece, and they do have some other things over there, especially in order to make sure that the proximity sensor on the device should also work well. So as you already told you that this is not a smart magnetic flip cover, this is just like a normal flip cover, but the overall quality of this flip cover is very good. It is a leather flip cover which you will get within the package for free. Let's get rid of this and let me just show you the phone from the backside so that you can see what we have, especially as far as connectivity goes. So we have the SIM card slot 1, SIM card slot 2. The first SIM card slot will support 3G, the other one will not support 3G. You have a micro SD memory card slot over here as well, and these two SIM cards should be a normal size SIM card, not need to be micro SIM. Whereas the battery which we have over here is pretty big, but it is 2800 mAh, which is again okay, not too bad, because I have used this device for like 3 to 4 days and it will give you around 1 day of battery backup most of the time, and which is decent enough, I would say, depending if you have like a usage in which you play a lot of games and watch a lot of videos, then it will not give you 1 day battery backup. Otherwise, with moderate usage, you can easily get 1 day battery backup. Talking about the device, this is how it looks like. It definitely looks bigger when you hold it in one hand. It also feels slightly heavier. We will talk about the weight later on. So let's take a look over the device now closely. Talking about this device, the device display does not have any protection, and it is also having a lot of fingerprints, as you can see. So it is a fingerprint catchy display. You can always get rid of them by cleaning the display, but I would suggest you to go for a screen guard in case you don't want to see them. But on the screen guard itself as well, you will see some of the fingerprints over time which you need to clean. Anyways, taking a look over this side, we have the volume rocker, which is a kind of a button finished in the same material which we have on the edges, which is a kind of a shiny black material. Again, it is plastic, so good enough in terms of the feedback. When it comes to the top, you have 3.5mm audio jack. On this side, you have the power and sleep key. At the back, you have 8 megapixel camera with LED flash. You have the little indent over here to remove the back cover. You have Magnum X04 written over there, Lava branding over there, and then you have the loudspeaker mesh over here as well. At the bottom on this side, you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. And the phone, in terms of the overall finishing and the build quality, feels very good, and it feels solid as well. On the front, on the top, you have the earpiece. Here you have the camera. The camera on this device, on the front camera, is not very high, but it looks like a 2 megapixel camera. We will just confirm that. When we talk about the bottom on the front, you have touch capacitive buttons which are there within the body of the phone, and they will light up whenever you tap on them. So they have slight amount of LED backlight, especially below these buttons, which will make them visible even in dark room. But again, the intensity of the light is not that high, and even the distribution of the LED light in these buttons, in the symbols, is not too great, but they are visible. So this is how the home screen look like. When it comes to the home screen, you have like 5 home screen which you cannot increase and decrease unless you install a third-party custom launcher. When it comes to the UI is not very responsive. It does show you slight amount of lag, but again, the overall performance of the device in day-to-day usage is pretty good. When it comes to the phone dialer, let me just first of all show you the phone dialer. So the phone dialer is again stock Android, and when it comes to making a video call, okay, you do not have that option. Taking a look over the notification center, this is how it looks like. As you can see, when we take a look over the toggles, we have these toggles which are again like, you can say, stock Android toggles. So you have almost stock Android on this device preloaded, which is good because the device is responsive when it comes to the UI, and I do not see much of the lag, but there is slight amount of lag. When it comes to the version of Android, it is running Android 4.4.2. We take a look over the storage. Let me just show you the storage part as well. So on the storage front, this device has approximately 5.29 GB available to the user, out of which 5.41 GB is available. So it has 8 GB of internal memory, out of which this much is available. And when we talk about the storage area which is reserved by the internal storage, it is 845 MB, not even 1 GB. You can also change the preferred install storage location. That means in case you insert an SD card into this device, you should be able to install application directly on the SD card as well. You can change the default storage location, which is good. Apart from this, if we take a look at the location, you do have support for GPS navigation on this device. That means you can use this device for GPS navigation without any issues with the help of assisted GPS. When we take a look over the display, on the display front we have support for automatic brightness, which is good. When it comes to wallpaper, the wallpapers which are supported are going to be live wallpapers, static wallpapers. Video wallpapers by default are not supported. You can make them supported with the help of third-party applications. When we talk about the application scenario, I can show you the current status of the RAM, and this device has 1 GB of RAM, and as of now 455 MB of RAM is being used, whereas 502 MB of RAM is free, and the device is responsive but not very responsive. That is something I can say. When we talk about the option for the tethering, you do have support for Wi-Fi hotspot as well. You can create a Wi-Fi hotspot with the help of 3G SIM card or 3G internet which you have on this device. You have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. In case you would like to put 2 SIM card into this device, this one also have a dual SIM manager which will allow you to specify which SIM card you would like to use for calling and which one you would like to use for data. All that you can do. Apart from this, let's take a look over the phone dialer. This is how the phone dialer will look like. As you can see, it is having a stock Android phone dialer, and when we talk about the video call option, I cannot see that, so video call option is not available in the phone dialer on this device. When it comes to the messaging application on this device is like this. And when we talk about swipe to type is not supported, but the keys are pretty big in size, so you will not face any problem while typing on this device. Either in the portrait mode or in the landscape mode, the device display is pretty big. You can also decide from which SIM card you would like to send this message. You can select the SIM card 1 or SIM card 2, and they are colored, so you can easily identify them. Even when you have named when you haven't named them, you can always identify them with the help of the color as well. Apart from this, if we take a look over the application which will come pre-installed, these are all the application which you will get pre-installed, which includes AirDroid, and then we talk about the Google application. You do have some Google application which will come pre-installed. You have a file manager, FM radio will be there on this device. You have a Lava Zone application which will allow you to access some of the applications which are given to you from Lava for free, and then you have another application called L Explorer and some other things, including Savan application which will come pre-installed. You also get WeChat pre-installed, and then video player and YouTube and Viber also will come pre-installed. Now let's take a look over the messaging application on this particular phone. When we take a look over the messaging application, this is how it looks like. It is not stock Android, it is a custom one, although you do not have continuous input supported. But again, whenever you type on this particular device, the keyboard keys are pretty big in size. However, they do produce a pop-up as well, which is also easy for you to actually recognize which key you have pressed. So this will help you while typing, and you should not face any problem while typing on this device, because this is a pretty big screen device. Even in case you would like to type in the portrait mode, you can easily type, and you can always type in the landscape mode as well in case there is a problem with typing in portrait mode. But it does not have continuous input supported as far as typing is concerned. You can select the SIM card 1 or SIM card 2 while typing in order to send the message through SIM card 1 or SIM card 2. When it comes to the hardware configuration of this phone, the model number is X604. It has got a ARM V7 processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. It is a quad-core CPU. And when we talk about the hardware, we are not sure about the exact hardware on this device as of now, but we will confirm that. And the resolution is 720x1280, as you can see. And the GPU which is there on this device is Video Core 4 hardware GPU, and it comes from Broadcom. So the chipset is actually Broadcom on this device, which is having a 1.2 GHz quad-core CPU, and we have accelerometer sensor, light sensor and proximity sensor as well on this device, and these are all the list of sensors. This device does not have a magnetic field sensor, although you can use this device for GPS navigation even when it does not have the magnetic field sensor, because it will work with the GPS with the help of assisted GPS. Some pre-installed application which you will get on this device is going to be WeChat. You will get Viber pre-installed. You also have some extra video player, sound recorder is there, Quicksoft Office is also there, which will allow you to edit the documents on the go. You also have Lava Zone application, which is a kind of a store from Lava, which will give you some application which you can install distributed by Lava. And then we have Lava Save, which is a kind of an antivirus solution for this particular phone, which is coming from Lava itself. It is an application which will come pre-installed. Either you use it or not, it does not matter, but it will come pre-installed. You have Danger Dash, you have FM radio, you also have File Manager pre-installed, and AirDroid and NQ Mobile Security will also come pre-installed. As far as camera is concerned, we have an 8 megapixel camera on the back on this device, and this is how the interface looks like. It is a kind of a stock Android camera interface which you will get on this device. There is no customized interface, and in order to focus you just need to tap. It does have autofocus as well, and I can take a photo right now. So I have taken this photo with artificial light. I can take this one without the light as well and show you both of them. So it has focused, and I can show you both of these photos one by one. First of all, let's take a look over the photo which has been taken with light. So this was the one which has been taken with light, and the amount of details which you can see in this particular photo looks good, and the colors are also looking good. This photo seems to be slightly brighter, and you can compare with the actual object which is over there, and this one does not have good amount of details. So if you do not have good amount of light falling on the subject, you won't be able to capture details from the camera on this device, and the camera interface is again stock one, so you will not get to see some custom options over there. Apart from this, if we take a look over the front camera, this is how the view will look like from the front camera. The front camera is again okay. It is a kind of a hazy view which you will get from the front camera. So this is how it will look like. It is not high definition, it is just average. And when we talk about the settings, I can show you the settings for the same as well. So as of now, these are the settings available. The picture quality set to super fine, and you can always decrease it as well. Apart from this, if we take a look over the settings, let me just access the settings. So if we go into settings over there, we have more settings including ISO, watching sharpness, anti-banding. You also have a scene mode which is right now set to auto. When it comes to the modes, let me just find out the modes. You do have a panorama mode, although I do not see any option for taking photos with HDR. So HDR mode is not there on this device as far as the camera UI is concerned. Multi-touch, this device supports 5-point multi-touch. Now taking a look over the benchmark, we can see that this is how the device actually scores. It is below all of the devices. Again, this device does not have very great hardware specification, but it is quite decent. The best thing about this device is the display size. You have 6-inch of display being available at such a price point, and the kind of hardware configuration this device has, you will get a decent performance in day-to-day usage. I would say much better performance at this particular price point. And here we have the scores, which is 14557. Again, the score is not impressive, but the overall device performance is decent enough. It does show you slight amount of lag when you go across home screen, but again, this lag can be easily get rid of once you install some application which optimize the memory, and then you can have a better performance. When it comes to Ninamark, I can show you the Ninamark score as well, and then we will play some games on this device. Right now we have connected this device with the battery pack because this is running out of critical battery. Especially in case you would like to play a lot of games on this device, the battery backup of this device is going to be much lower. But in case you want to use it for moderate usage, in case you want to play some videos, then in that case okay, but not too much of multimedia usage is something which you should do from this device, because that is something which is going to degrade the battery of this device much faster. So let's see how does the benchmark scores look like for the Ninamark on this device. So the test has been completed now, and I can show you the score. So it is 30.7 FPS which we have got on this device, and this device can play high definition games as well, including Blood of Glory, Temple Run OZ, a kind of a casual game also runs fine on this one. So let me just first of all play Temple Run OZ, and then we will play Blood and Glory. Now we are playing this game called Temple Run OZ, and this game is running quite smoothly on this device without any issues. The graphics are also fine, they are not very crisp and clear. As far as the touchscreen response is concerned, the touchscreen response is pretty okay. It is not very instant, but again it becomes more responsive once you start playing this game. So the device is performing pretty okay in terms of the overall performance when it comes to playing this game. I can see slight amount of frame drops which are happening when I play this game. So but the overall performance of the game is nice and okay. I would say you can play this game without much of an issue, but the graphics are not very responsive. This is something you can say, but the touchscreen response become better once you start playing it, as you can see, and you can play this game. The gravity sensor on the device is also working well. Now we are playing this game called Blood and Glory, and let's see how does this game work. So it works quite smoothly till now. There is no issue in terms of the graphics. So touchscreen is responsive and there is no issue with the gameplay back. In terms of graphics as well, it is pretty fine. You can play this game on this device without any issues, as you can see. So as you can see, we are right now playing a YouTube video from our channel, and this video is getting played in high definition. Let me just check for the same. So it is playing in 720p, and the viewing angles of the video are also pretty good. You can see the video from almost wide viewing angle without much of an issue. From this angle there will be slight amount of discoloration, but again from this angle it is again okay. So sideways it is good, and when it comes to the video playback, it is good enough as well. You can play high definition videos both at 720p as well as at 1080p. Let's check out the overall volume of output or the sound from this device when you play a video. So let me just put it to full, and now I will play this video again. Let's see how the overall sound quality and how the loudness from the loudspeaker. And the loudspeaker is actually placed at the back side of the device, so it might get blocked when we place the device like this on a table. So let's find it out. So this is how the sound will be, and if you have it like this one becomes louder. So if you hold it like this, it will be amplified. If you hold it like this, then it will be blocked, and if you place it on a table, then it will get muffled. So because the loudspeaker is actually at the backside, all these things will happen. The loudspeaker is again loud, but not too loud as compared to the other devices. So one thing I would like to correct here is that this device does not have a LED notification light. Right now the device is set to charging and there is no LED notification light which I can see. So LED notification light is something which is missing on this phone. As far as battery backup is concerned, you will get around 1 day battery backup with moderate usage. With heavy usage, it will be less than 1 day in terms of the overall backup which you will get. The device has a pretty decent performance. Again, it is a kind of slightly laggy device in terms of the UI transition. This is something which I have seen, but again these things can actually go once you use some memory optimization apps like CC Cleaner and some others. But the display on this device is something which is the best thing, and it is a pretty good display, very good for multimedia consumption as well as for playing some games. You can install applications on the SD card as well, which is a good thing. So this is all we have as far as the full review of the Lava Magnum X604. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. I would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.